Shinola leather, is it worth it? In Shinola's store, these variations caught my eye immediately. Some people may think it's defect, but let's see what actually they are. My wife has been using this bag for about 2 weeks now. The finish seems like have a good weather resistance. It survived a couple little drizzles. We dried it off pretty quickly, but there's no watermarks and bag still holds its shape and structure as the way we picked it up from the shelf. These are all good signs from the first impressions. It broke easy. I see a lot of little nice details here. It's definitely a well thought out design on the corners, double stitched when around, circled, so these doesn't come off easily. So definitely there is some thought and time put into this bag in the design and in the making, which is a great sign when you're getting a good bag. All the support materials are nice for durability. This bag was one of their collection that's made in Vietnam. In the store we have seen some American made goods as well. As we chat with the sales associates, they said they eventually want to make more of the stuff in US, but currently the complex designs are not possible due to the talent pool not available here in abundance. Definitely I can attest to that. This is a very complex bag. It's really hard to manufacture in US because of lack of the talent pool, and if you do, then it's going to cost a lot. Nice magnet closure, super nicely wrapped around magnets, hidden with stitching around. All great little details. Leather has a lot of variations. I see a lot of grain, so it definitely tells me finish is minimum, but also has a good scratch resistance and some weatherproofing, as we mentioned before. It tells me it's a very well balanced finish while protecting the natural look of the grain and adding some usability functions and easy to maintain features to this leather. I was careful enough to keep the leathers intact. I can make a couple good wallets out of this beautiful leather I really liked. I use acetone to remove the finish on top of the leather to see what kind of crust base material was used, and it does pretty good job removing most of the finishes we use in leather. There's not much paint dyes coming off, which tells me there is not much going on as a makeup on top of this leather, which requires them to use a very clean leather base, which is also a sign of good quality. Another great thing about this finish is they did a good job of protecting the leather. With minimal finishes, sometimes you see a lot of scratching ability on the leather, but this one doesn't scratch that easily, so it tells me there is a little bit of protection while keeping the transparency on the finish, making it a very usable bag in a daily use cases. And as you see these variations and lines, are they defects? No, those are the vein marks of the animal. Due to the minimal finish, they're just accentuated, not covered up, to make each piece unique and keep that natural look of the leather. I see about 12 square foot of leather, beautiful aniline finish cowhide. I estimate about $60 for the leather, a complex design, $90 to put the bag together. In my opinion, you can make a similar bag for about $150 in leather and material cost. I paid $750 for this bag. It's absolutely beautiful bag, really good leather selection. Given my estimate of $150, there is a little bit premium involved in the pricing for my standards, but it's not exaggerated for sure. Again, beautiful leather selection, super minimally finished, but protected enough to make a very functional bag that will last and age beautifully going forward. One thing to remember, this was one of their made in Vietnam collection, so the leather workmanship design is very complex and still can be priced at that point. I would love to see their American made items to compare in one of the future videos.